My name is Bonny Dave. I'm the co-founder of Trestle Labs Kibo. In a nutshell, we extract data from documents. So if you have, let's say, any kind of printed or handwritten documents in different languages, it can be a structured or an unstructured document. I think we have built that innate capability over the last 7 years to be able to extract those information from the document and deliver it in a form which a user can consume. For an example, if there's a visually impaired person wanting to read a physical printed book, so we have a product, you place the book underneath, press a button, it starts reading. So in that case, the content is delivered to him in audio. In 2017, one of our very dear friends, her name is Deepali, she accidentally lost her eyesight when she was in her first year of college. When she tried to rejoin education, they were not accepting her because they were not equipped. They said, we don't know how to teach a visually impaired student, so we will not give you admission. She got rejections from everywhere, but finally one university agreed. They gave her printed books of the course, and then she had to get those books audio recorded. Now, just for a reference, a 300-page book would take anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks to be audio recorded, and there are 6 subjects in a semester. So that contrast with the way I had access to content when I was studying versus the way she had to struggle, I think that was a point where we decided that this needs to be changed. So we digitized her books, put it into an app and gave it to her, and coincidentally just after a few months she randomly calls us one day. She says, sir, I'm standing in a line. We're like, what line? She's like, I'm standing in a line to fill the form for my 3rd year because I've cleared my 2nd year exam in 1st attempt. So when she called and said that, we internally thought that okay, we are doing something good. There are thousands of people like her, and I think that was the motivation that prompted us to get into a domain to make sure that content is accessible for everyone. She graduated, she also got a job. Then one fine day she called us and she said, I want to update my resume. She wanted to apply to some other place, and she said, can you help me update the resume? And it was Akshita, my co-founder. She said, Deepali is changing jobs. Do we want to propose if she wants to work with us? So then we did that, and now it's about 2.5 years almost that she's working with Trestle Labs as our community engagement lead. So she runs all our B2C campaigns. She's the one who's customer facing. So any customer has some questions about Kibo app, how to use it, wants to do training. So she runs our marketing campaigns for B2C users. So when we met her and told her what are your aspirations in life, she said, so I live in a rented house with my family and my brother. She said, I have a dream wherein I want my parents to move out from this house to their own house. And about 4 months back, she and her brother together paid the first EMI of their new house from the salary that she earns today.
Oh, that's nice.
They have now moved to a fully independent, self-owned house in the city of Nashik.
You mentioned you had a co-founder, Akshita, correct? How did you meet your co-founder?
I met Akshita in Nashik. We came to this incubation center called Digital Impact Square. We were together in a team, and previously, before she had, during her college, built projects for the visually impaired people.
Okay.
And so had I. In my college, I had built a refreshable braille display as a part of my college project. So both of us had independently worked on projects for the visually impaired, have complementary skill sets, mechanical engineer, computer science. Both of us said no to taking jobs after our college.
Okay.
She had offers from all top tech companies in India. She said no to. I always wanted to do my master's in aeronautics and get a job at a big aircraft manufacturing company. But I had to take that decision if I have to go for my master's or go in the social innovation sector. And I chose to go in this sector because deep down inside I felt that if I have the ability to use some technology skills which directly impact someone's life, gave me the greatest sense of happiness. So we come together, start this company, Trestle Labs, and later in 2021, especially after COVID, my father comes to me and says, Bonny, what do you think about Akshita? You know her for the last 4 years, and the two of you understand each other and what you want to do in life. It will be very difficult for somebody else to come and kind of match that pace. So when he said this, I was like, from the inside, the answer was, yeah, why not? Like, there was no other question. We started Trestle Labs. It's registered on 30th of November 2017, and we got married on 29th of November 2021. Exactly 4 years after we started Trestle Labs.
How is it to be married to your co-founder and like the challenges you've had throughout? How do you manage the working and the relationship of partnership that you have with her?
I think this answer is very different for every single case. I think the basis when I met her and got to know about her, the first emotion that I had for her and same her for me was respect. So our foundation is I respect her and she respects me. And after the foundation of respect, the second layer is the layer of trust. So whatever she does or she takes a decision on or she believes in, I trust her and she trusts me. Okay. And this is again before wedding. All of these emotions are, as co-founders, we respect each other. As co-founders, we trust each other, trust each other's instinct. And definitely love is something that binds everything together. And so if there's love but if there's no trust and if there's no respect, that's when things tend to get misbalanced. Whenever we go to the office, we are together. She has a different opinion on certain matters, I have a different opinions on certain matters. We fight it out like any other husband, wife, or any colleague for that. So before we leave office, so we are having a very hard conversation on something, and as soon as we leave the office, the first conversation is like, okay, what do we cook for dinner?
So I think that we've seen now you're both passionate co-founders.
Yeah.
You have an amazing partnership at a personal level. If we take it to, let's say, what you were saying in the beginning, sometimes investors think like we shouldn't invest in them. Have you ever had negative experience?
We have had conversations with people, with our mentors, with our investor friends, and I think things have changed quite a lot over the last 5 years, especially in the way people look at partner co-founders. I can also give it a benefit of doubt to them as well, because earlier there were not enough examples in the market of founder couples making it big, doing an IPO, but now there are many. So there's a general sense of understanding also that okay, there are some success stories and this works. But having said that, in most of the conversations that we do, we are there to talk about the company and our business and our plans, and then about us, definitely. So we also expect the investors to look at it in that order. What do we do? What are we trying to solve? What is our business? What are our growth plans? What are our individual motivations? And what relations do we hold between the two of us? And that comes as the last priority. On the contrary, people look at it as a good, strong commitment as well, because for us, it's like we've gelled into what we do and we do it every single day. We are in this, we have a certain set of commitment, and it's like us as a single unit. Team members will change, people will come, people will go, products will come, products will go. But we will stay constant, we'll stay true to this mission that we started with for the longest period of time.
It's been really inspiring, moving, and eye-opening as well on this aspect of being founders and being married at the same time. Thank you so much.
For having this
Of course, thanks to you.